I'm Catherine Tingey, and I'm a private yoga and meditation instructor in Los Angeles. And this video is for anybody who might be dealing with lower back pain or stiffness that is muscular in origin. So we're going to start today in child's pose. Child's pose is not comfortable. I'm going to show you a modification called puppy pose. So we'll start by taking the big toes together, letting them touch, and then the knees wider than the hips. If the forehead doesn't touch the mat, you can put a pillow or a block underneath. If you've ever had knee surgery, or if you've got tight ankles, you're a runner perhaps, child's pose will probably not be comfortable. So I recommend puppy. Lift the hips so that they're directly above the knees, and let the forehead sink into some kind of support. Relax the forearms. Let the hands and the wrists grow heavy on the floor. And you're just going to take a couple moments here coming into the sound of the breath. If you have a lot of distractions right now in your mind, that's normal because I'm asking you to do very little in terms of movement and just pay attention to the sound of the breath. And then from here, you're going to walk your arms and your torso out to 1, 2, or 3 o'clock. Feel mild stretch along the left side of the body. Again, feel free to support the head so that there's no strain on the neck. And when you're ready, you're going to walk back through the center of the mat, 12 o'clock, and then on over to the left to 11, 10, or 9 o'clock. Just visualize the spine very, very gently lengthening from the tailbone, which is directly up in the sky, your bum's in the air, and the crown of the head. And then coming up into a hands and knees, table position or quadruped pose. Spread out your fingers like little starfish. We're going to begin with a very gentle spinal opening exercise. So inhale, drop the belly, and then exhale, round the spine. Now, if this is not comfortable on your wrists, you can make a modification by taking the hands into fists with the fingertips facing one another. And then feel free here to wag your hips out, left and right, taking the weight into one knee and then the other. The key here is really gentle, easy movement. Before we begin to strengthen the core, front body, or back body, we first need to relax the musculature and stretch out the fascia gently. There is no right or wrong way to do this, okay? We're just finding what feels good in the body by taking some really wide hip circles in one direction and then the other direction. And if it hurts your knees to bend them acutely, don't bend them so far. And then if you have your blocks, you're going to step your right foot up between the blocks. Again, you can use pillows. You don't need them. You're coming into a low lunge here. Make sure that your feet are in wide lanes so you've got a stable grounding on the floor. You're going to inhale, lift the heart, and then exhale, begin to straighten the front leg. And you can move your blocks up and down along the mat for support and stability. You can go at any speed that you like. I like to move with the sound of the breath. So if there's a day that, I have a lot more energy and I'm breathing a little bit more shallowly, then I might move quicker. And then step the left foot in front. Same thing. Inhale, lean into the left knee, lift the heart. And then exhale, begin to straighten the leg. Again, moving those blocks. north and south along the mat for stability. And each one of these stretches usually has an intensity knob, and in this stretch, the intensity knob is the angle of the extended leg's foot. So if you want more of a stretch, when you extend the leg, you can pull the toes towards the face. Less of a stretch, just relax the foot. And then move your blocks aside. And we're going to come into laying down on our backs. And giving that knees a little hug into the chest, giving your body a loving squeeze. Maybe it's the first time today that you're doing this, so have some fun with it. Maybe rock a little side to side. If you have any tennis balls, you can throw some tennis balls underneath your sacrum, your low back, or in your glutes for a little bit of a deeper myofascial release here. And then starting with the knees in the center, we're going to just draw the knees out to the sides, taking some little circles. And then switching direction. And then this one is always a little more difficult for my clients to get. We're making some figure eights, okay? And if that seems too confusing, you can just skip it. I have figure eight in one direction. This is for the SI, sacroiliac joint. And when you're done there, set the feet on the floor. And we're going to begin what I call the pelvic clock or pelvic tilt exercise. And it is a micro movement, and it's sometimes hard to grasp in the first session, okay? So we're going to be doing it several times. So imagine that you've got a marble right at the belly button, and on your inhale, you're going to roll the marble down towards your feet, towards the pubic bone. And then on your exhale, you're going to roll it back towards the belly button. And if you didn't get that, don't worry, I'll make a separate video just about pelvic tilt. So sit your right ankle on top of your left knee, thread the hands through and grab behind the left thigh or the left shin, and gently pull the knees towards the face. Contraindication here is knee pain, so if you feel knee pain, do not do this. You can rock from side to side a little. If you flex your right foot, you might feel a deeper stretch in the right glute. If you relax the foot, you might feel less of a stretch. I like to add a little bit of movement into my stretches, so I like to rock. And then we'll switch sides. Left ankle on top of right knee. If you want more here, you can gently take the left knee away from the face. Place that left hand on top of the left knee and gently push it away. You might feel a deeper stretch in the outer left glutes now. And back to pelvic tilt. Set the feet down and then relax your arms down by your sides. Inhale, roll the marble away from the belly button. Low back peels up off the mat. Exhale, let the marble roll back to the belly button. Inhale, roll it away. Exhale, roll it back. You can see a really small movement. The buttocks never leave the mat. Then lift the feet up off the floor and cross the right knee over the left knee. And bring the knees towards the face, and you're going to grab whatever you can grab. So it might be your outer shins, it might be your ankles, it might be the outer edges of your feet. And whatever you're grabbing a hold of, you're just going to gently bring the lower legs towards your face or towards your armpits. I like to rock a little side to side. You might feel a nice deep stretch along the outer right hip here. This is called cow face legs. And then unwind the legs and take the second side. Left knee crosses right knee. Grab shins, ankles, or outer edges of feet. And gently pull the lower legs towards the face. Unwind the legs. We're going to do some full body stretches here with lion's breath. Lion's breath is when you stick out the tongue and make a really forceful exhalation like ah. So setting up, reach through the heels, take your arms overhead. If you want, you can hook your thumbs. Take a big inhale, reach the fingertips away from the heels. Feel the spine lengthening. And then exhale. Switch sides. Opposite thumb in front. And let's do that one more time. Big inhale. Exhale. Release the arms down. Hug your right knee into your chest. Give it a loving squeeze. And then draw the right knee across the body. Extend the right arm out like a T or a cross with the palm facing the sky. And you can use a block or pillow here to support the bent leg so that the body doesn't twist too much. And if it feels okay on your neck, you can gaze out over your right thumb. Allow your right shoulder blade to sink into the floor. And then slowly come on out. Move your props to the other side if you use them. And hug the left knee into the chest. And then draw the leg across the body. Maybe coming to rest on some kind of support. Extend the left arm out like a T or a cross. Make sure that that shoulder doesn't creep up towards the ear. And see if you can relax both shoulder blades along the floor. And this is a good time to maybe do some self-massage too. I'm going to devote a whole other video to myofascial self-massage with all kinds of yoga, or not even just yoga, just tools, massage tools. So be sure to look out for that. And coming out of the stretch, set both feet on the floor, scoot the heels so that they're within about 3 inches of the fingertips. I like to open my arms so that the palms and the wrists face up. And gently lift the hips up to the sky and release on the exhale. Inhale, press the feet into the floor, lift the hips up. Try to keep the glutes fairly soft. Exhale, release, tailbone comes down last. One more, inhale, hips up. Gently press the undersides of the arms into the mat. Exhale, release. Let the body settle, and then hug the knees into the chest and rock yourself up. I hope you found this video helpful. For more information, you can visit my website, catherinetingey.com, or subscribe to my YouTube channel. Be well, take good care. Namaste.